Welcome back to the KickNPost YouTube channel and podcast with your hosts Amal Thompson and Kris Perry. NFL Week 7 highlights. Let's get it. How you doing, Kris?
I'm good. Great weekend. Fire weekend, actually, but we back now.
Yeah, them boys had fun in Melbourne. I think the KickNPost boys relinked again. Well, 2 out of 4, you know, the ones that can go to Melbourne. But we're going to hop in Thursday night. Arizona Cardinals, Saints. They scored touchdowns this Thursday, Kris. We're not used to seeing that at all. D-Hop made his way back. The Cardinals had 2 pick sixes, and it was still a close game, 42-36. What's going on with this team? Even when they win, it has me with, like, questions.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like both teams played a good game, but I'm not going to lie, the Red Rifle let him down. He had 2 pick sixes, I think, like back-to-back. Like, I don't know what was going on, but I know that was a factor for sure. But, yeah, I mean, I'm glad D-Hop is back as well. Long awaited arrival. Thanks for showing
targets.
up. Ain't nothing new.
Targets.
Same. Like, he didn't even like he missed any time. So, hey, it's moving up from here. All right, next game, Browns-Ravens.
Them Raven boys are still looking a little bit rough out there, boy. That's all I'm going to say. Lamar started off the season super hot. These last 3 games have been atrocious in terms of offensive play. Maybe they could get right Thursday night against the Bucs this week, but I don't know, man. I got a lot of questions for that Ravens offense. They sneak it out, though. Shouts out to Justin Tucker.
Yeah, they definitely beat the Bucs tomorrow. But, yeah, I feel like they're going through the same thing that happened last year, and it's like JK just got re-injured. They just get Gus back. They've been relying on Kenyon Drake for 2-3 weeks, so it's like they just have that inconsistency in the backfield. That's what their whole game is predicated on. So I feel like teams.
I got the Bucs tomorrow. You want to make a bet?
You got the Bucs tomorrow? No. Hold up. Do we pause the video? What?
Nah. Run it up.
There's no way you're serious.
I got Matt on this bet too on Teal and Steele. I got the Bucs tomorrow, baby.
Why?
I like the Bucs in Tampa. I like that passing offense against a secondary that looks like they can be had. I think the Bucs finally get right. They've lost back-to-back games against teams they should have beaten. This is their get-right game. And it's in Tampa. So
their get-right game is the best team in the AFC North? Like, that right now.
Mean much. That conference has been
that don't mean much?
So
okay,
that don't mean much.
We'll
now, if you're
tomorrow.
telling me the best team in the AFC East, then maybe.
All right.
Or the NFC East, maybe.
Resume. So, next game, we got Bucs versus Panthers.
Man, talking about the Bucs
about your team.
Get right game.
Go ahead.
I might sound stupid. I might sound a little bit stupid, but this team just lost to PJ Walker, DJ Moore, and Deontay Foreman. So
yeah,
I don't know if I'm at a point of reference to kind of put faith in this team at all. But you know what?
Yeah.
You gotta get right after losing. They put up 3 points. Mike Evans drops a walk-in 60-yard, 70-yard touchdown. Like, they gotta get right. There's no way they could go from this to another letdown. They can't lose 3 in a row with Tom Brady. At that point, he should retire.
I think they can. Like I said last week, this whole year is just his mind and reality. Like, we're just watching it unfold. Like, we really don't understand. We didn't even understand how bad it was, and now we kind of see it. They lost to the Panthers. They lost to PJ Walker at QB. Now, granted, great player, but Tom Brady, come on now. Like, they lost to Devontae Foreman, had over 100. Like, I know Brady don't play D, but even that's rubbing off on the defense at this point, and that's why I've lost all hope until noted. Like, financially, I lost all hope on them boys. I ain't touching them no more. I learned my lesson, guys.
Oh no, we finna cook you. Just wait till the end of the video. I'm finna cook you.
Falcons Bengals. Let's talk about a real team here.
This another one too, right? Because you was talking all that smack about locks of the week. But
hey, that's
your
fine.
Team came out. They played well.
Yep, we played well. We played great.
Boyd, Jamar Chase went crazy.
Great.
Joe Burrow over 400 passing yards.
Yes, sir.
They balled out all over the Atlanta defense.
Phenomenal job.
Not much Atlanta could have done to hang in there. So
Nothing.
35-17. Shouts out to the Bengal boys. Honestly,
Now,
that offense looks like the best offense in the AFC North. You just need to get right, bro. You guys just need.
We just need to get right.
That's what it is at the end of the day.
And that's why I'm not mad. At first, I did have Atlanta plus 6.5 because Zach Taylor loved a 3-point game.
You did.
But Zach Taylor did what he had to do. Zach Taylor did what he should be doing every week. Now, Atlanta's a good team now. It ain't no. They've been fighting a lot of good teams this year, so I respect that win. Did what we had to do. But this week it's gonna be that. Is this gonna be the testament, like a real defense conference game? If we can do that in house, let's ride. Let's ride. Lions Cowboys.
Man, this game was kind of a snoozer, low key. Dak's first game back. They leave. Were they in Detroit? I think they were in Detroit. They leave with a dub. Both teams kind of were shaky on offense, but Dak does enough to win the game and keep him kind of in that divisional hunt with the 6-1 Giants, which we'll get into later. But yeah, it doesn't take much. They just played. They did what they needed to do and they won the game. It wasn't anything really to like brag about. So, and good day from Tony Pollard. He doesn't get the touchdowns. Zeke kind of siphons those touchdowns in the red zone. But you know what it is. 1-2 punch of Zeke and Pollard got the job done.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting too much for Dak's first game back. I feel like that's just too much to ask for. But he got the job done, like you said. If DeAndre Swift plays, I don't know about that. Because it was a pretty low-scoring game.
So we'll see.
We are going to see. But, yeah, I mean, I still got faith in the Lions. They're kind of dying off, but I think that's due to, like, injuries. Just not having a consistent first team out there. So, like I said, this week is going to be a good week to evaluate them moving forward, and hopefully they can keep that going. Next game, though, is your boys now. Giants versus Jags.
We keep finding ways to lose games, Kris.
Let's talk about it.
We keep finding ways to lose games. I don't understand. We've been up in almost every game we've lost this year.
Yeah.
We had a key turnover. We were up 11-8, I think was the score.
Yeah.
Travis Etienne, which
Oof.
I told y'all boys, we've been telling y'all boys, Travis Etienne season was on the horizon. That man finally broke out. We moved James Robinson to the Jets for I think a 6th that could turn into a 5th. And now the backfield is all his. And last week they showed you what happens when the backfield is all his. Tons of rushing yards, got his first career touchdown, but he also had a fumble in the red zone, turning over what could have been at minimum 3 points. Yeah. It could have been a minimum 3 points. Instead, turned the tide. The Giants drive down the field, and I think they get a field goal out of it or scored. So we got to find ways to win games. We're a young team. We're an immature team. But the offense clicks sometimes and then the defense doesn't. And then the defense clicks sometimes and then the offense doesn't. Or we have untimely turnovers. Or we just have stretches where we can't score the ball and we let the other team kind of dictate the game. And we're literally within 1 yard of a game-winning drive from Trevor.
That was crazy ending, yeah.
We got stopped right on the goal line as time expires. So we keep finding ways to lose games. We just need to close out some of these games. There's a lot to be happy for as a Jags fan. We're progressing a lot as a team, but we're still too young. And in terms of fantasy, boy, oh boy, it's time. It's time, boys. It's Travis Etienne time. You cannot acquire him anymore. He is no longer cheap. You missed the buy window, and it's finna go up from here. It's finna go up from here.
Hey, you took the words right out of my mouth. Packers, Commanders.
So you had the Packers as a lot this week. I'm gonna call you out a lot.
I did have the Packers as a lock this week. But was I
week.
wrong though? Carson Wentz out. We got Taylor Heineke tossing the rock.
Them XFL quarterbacks been doing it lately, boy.
What are we talking about? Like, come on now. Terry had a couple clutch plays. I ain't mad. It got real scary towards the end. But I'm done with Green Bay because there's no more excuses. The Washington defense is one of the worst defenses in the league. Get it done. Like, that was supposed to be their bounce back game. Wasn't happening.
Am I crazy for saying Green Bay covers this week against the Bills?
I'm thinking that. I'm
thinking that too.
But why?
They're double-digit underdogs. I feel like they cover.
Logic. If you look at what's on the plate in front of you in Green Bay, it's some moldy ass cheese right now. You're not eating that, brother. Like, put that to the side.
I'm gonna be real with you though. I feel like football don't make sense this year. So like,
you right, and from that logic, possibly. I just don't think that's the Packers this week. Really don't. The Bills are just. Yeah. They got to do a lot to lose that game.
they're clicking stupid right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who's gonna guard either receiver. Like, obviously you're gonna put Jair on one, but then who's guarding the other one?
Like, I would take a bad Bills day, and I still have them winning 14-10 against the Packers on a good day from this year.
Well, yeah, but that means they cover. They're double-digit underdogs this week. Aaron Rodgers, first time in his career as a starter for the Green Bay Packers, double-digit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna take even on a bad day. I got them winning by 4 points. The Bills are about to be on point. Like, come on, we know this. We know this by now.
Okay.
Yeah. So Colts, Titans.
Boy, oh boy, they thought Carson Wentz was the issue. You trade for Matt Ryan and bench him. He does have an injury, but it came out that you would have benched him anyway for Sam Ehlinger, 6th round pick, 3rd year in the NFL, I think, 3rd or 4th year in the NFL. That's just crazy to say out loud, especially with the contract they gave Matt Ryan. So the Colts are trying to figure out a ton of stuff right now. What does that mean for their players in fantasy? I don't know. What does that mean for them as a competitor in the AFC South? I don't know. And ever since I talked smack about the Titans, they've gone on a run.
Yeah.
Right? I think they're 4-3 now. So
they are.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about the Colts. The Titans honestly could run away with the division now. But shoot, things flip on its head really quick in football. I would never ever have Matt Ryan getting benched after week 7 on my bingo card of NFL happenings this year.
If you had that on your bingo card, then that's just you telling us you're from the future. There's no way anyone in their right mind predicted this. For Matt Ryan to be this bad, it's very shocking. There's too many weapons. He had a pretty decent year last year as well. So I don't know, like, what is it? Just
it's weird
is it too?
Because they beat us last week, and he threw for 400 and something yards on 58 pass attempts, and then it's just really odd to me. I feel like, he hasn't looked great, but there's been flashes, you know? And you haven't had a healthy JT all year, and then you've had Michael Pittman in and out of the lineup, right? So it's like
maybe they're just committing to the tank a little early, you know? Like,
I mean, honestly, do they have a pick though? Do they have a first round pick? Because if they do,
I know they traded one for DeForest Buckner, but that was, I would say, a couple years ago.
I think it was the one that they used on what's his name, Kinlaw.
Yeah,
the Niners used on Kinlaw. So I think that first round pick's already gone. So I don't know if they have a first round pick. I see why you commit to the tank, but still,
a lot of young QBs. They are a QB away. So weird. We'll see how they look next week at least. Texans, Raiders.
So I'd like to formally apologize to Josh Jacobs, right? I do want to stand on my ground and say I had a video planned. I might send Kris the thumbnail I was working on in the offseason of must draft running backs for fantasy. And Josh Jacobs was on that thumbnail. It was Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley, and Travis Etienne. As of last week, I'm kind of 3 for 3 now. But this man has been running with like vengeance. He did not get the contract extension, and he's kind of showing up to the Raiders like, yo, y'all really messed up. Y'all gonna have to back the Brinks truck up now because I'm really here. 3 touchdowns, over 140 rushing yards last week. He's been on a tear, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, he's been on a tear, and it's like, it's making me wonder, is this the norm moving forward? Is this like a Linsanity moment for his career? So
he's trying to get that second contract out.
Yeah, he's trying to get, it's just right place, right time. It's like Duncan Robinson in the NBA bubble. Like, if he showed up, got the bag, and went back to being himself. Exactly. So we gonna see if Josh Jacobs really like that. I hope so. I like him coming out of Bama. Sometimes it takes a couple years to get it rolling.
I won't even cap.
Other than that, I would like to formally apologize to Damian Pierce if you're watching.
Oh yeah,
I was completely wrong.
That boy's a bruiser.
Completely wrong.
You're
like
that.
Smack
too.
I was talking shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Don't run me over.
You like that.
But hey, keep on doing your thing, boss. Eventually, I'll get you some playmakers over there. Jets, Broncos.
I feel bad for anybody who had to watch that game.
Yeah.
I also feel bad for the Breece Hall owners.
R.I.P.
He looked great out the gate. And then it was definitely non-contact. Like, I watched the tackle. It wasn't anything crazy. but he kind of folded up, and you knew once he wasn't moving, it's like, dang, it looked like the tackle wasn't that serious, and he was staying down. You knew it couldn't have been anything good. But Jets win the game. It was a close one against Brett Ripien. Jerry Jeudy was able to do something. They looked better than they've looked a lot throughout the year with Brett Ripien under center, just keeping the playbook very small. But yeah, shout out to the Jets, who are now 5-2. I didn't see that coming. We thought they would be better. We dropped a video saying they'd be better than expected, but not this good.
Jets and Broncos, RIP to the boy Brees. You'll be back stronger, better than ever. James Robb season, I'm a big believer. I like the move. Cheap as hell.
Really?
Jets are really trying to win right now. For what? Like, I don't know. They're building a good little foundation over there, but they're really aggressive.
You said for what?
It's like, I don't want to say for what, like,
wild.
do your thing, but you got some young bucks over there. You know it's going to take some time. So, even though I do like the trade for James Robb, this was a chance for Michael Carter to build his skill set to be wherever he's going to be next year for you guys. So they have a really good committee with him and Brees. Like, Michael Carter's pretty nice, so I don't know. We'll see how it unfolds, but I like the future. For the Broncos, I don't like your future. I'm not even going to talk about you. Chiefs, 49ers.
Are the Chiefs better without Tyreek Hill? You could answer me real quick before I get into anything further.
I don't know if they're better. I just know that they rise to the occasion. So no matter what they got on the field, they going to get it done.
They going to make it work. Yeah.
They gonna make it work. Yeah,
dropping
like Tyreek Hill is
that.
Cool and all. We like him. They don't need him.
I was about to say, I feel like the scheme is bigger than the player. And to drop 44 points on the 49ers defense, that's no easy feat, right? So Patrick Mahomes, we already knew was him. His start to his career is the hottest start we've ever seen. 70 starts into his career. This man has almost 100 more passing touchdowns than the next closest quarterback. Like, it's just ridiculous, right? But I don't really see anybody in that division keeping up with the Chiefs now. And the Niners, they get CMC and things will be all right soon, but that division is also winnable for them because right now Seattle's sitting atop it. So if I'm saying that in a sentence, they have a shot. So yeah, good game, but Patrick Mahomes just keeps showing out, man.
Yeah, I think there's only 3 real teams in the NFL right now. That's Eagles, Bills, and Chiefs. They're always on another level, always on a different page than every other organization. And like you said, like, everyone assumed they needed Tyreek Hill, but it's like they have not missed a beat. And their receivers are drastically worse without him. Like, it's been, I don't say worse. Cole Hartman had a really good game this week, so like he might step up moving forward. Like, even Juju looked good this week, but the weeks prior was like so sporadic, and it's like even at that point they were getting it done as well. Like, they just leaned more on Kelsey, but I think this is just a testament to how good Andy Reid actually is. Like, I think he should be in the discussion if they do win a couple more championships. Even if they win one more, to be like one of the best coaches to really do it. Because when you break it down on a game by game basis, he shows up damn near every time. Like, they get it done. And like, yes, he has Patrick Mahomes, but we all know how football works. It's that relationship that the QB have with their coach and how much they can really accomplish. And I think he's just as important in that equation,
Yeah.
So, Seahawks, Chargers.
I like to shout out Geno because we make fun of Geno.
We did.
But this man has really been on another level this year. And he keeps finding ways to win games as well.
Mm-hmm.
Marquise Goodwin was his number 1 receiver this week. 2 touchdowns. Looked like a player that everybody believed Marquise Goodwin could be with his speed. Finally produced a little bit for them out there. Kenneth Walker is him. That man is ridiculous.
Yes.
Ridiculous. So, and the Seahawks defense did enough. And that Chargers offense is reeling. Mike Williams will be out for at least 4 weeks, it seems like.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen's hamstring is made out of wet toilet paper.
Watch your mouth.
So it's very fragile out there. Don't tell me watch my mouth when this man cannot
I got him in Dynasty. We got hope over here. We don't speak that negativity.
Okay. You could keep that hope. If I'm you, I'm making sure I have Joshua Palmer and what's that other guy's name? Deion Carter or whatever. Something like that.
No idea, bruv.
Right? those are the receivers. And Austin Eckler, who is on pace to get like over 120 catches this year.
Yeah.
So Chargers are reeling. Seattle's finding ways to win games. Shout out to Gino. I apologize for saying y'all would win one game. Y'all are balling.
Yeah, I apologize too. You guys are winning a lot more than one game. Defense is legit. Gino is him. You guys have been winning me money, so that's why I right my wrongs financially as well, you know. So appreciate what y'all doing over there. Pete Carroll changing the narrative. Like, be a dang, man. Russ is bad. We all know this one. Put that out for y'all boys. Thank you for telling us first. We just wouldn't listen, but I see what you saw now. As for the Chargers, Chargers are beat. I'm sorry, but like every year they get beat. J.C. Jackson just went out for the year, like 4 weeks, and it's like I feel like every year it's the same.
In the NFL this year, though.
But every season it's the same story: stacked roster, a bunch of potential, bang bang, over. Like it's just at some point this has to stop. Steelers, Dolphins.
This game was a little bit of a snoozer. I had some price picks going for this game. Yeah, I had some price picks going for this game, so I was invested. I lost one of my price picks by 7 receiving yards.
I know you got your steel and teal, but you can be honest here.
Yeah. I can be honest? You okay with me being honest? I don't know. Like, outside the price picks, I would not have watched this game at all. But I'm surprised the defense played so well against the duo in Miami. So, shouts out to the Steelers defense, but that offense is horrid. So, they need to figure something out on that side. But other than that, shouts out Miami for winning with Tua's first game back. He looked good also in his first game back. So, shouts out them.
Yeah, I want to shout out that boy Tua. You a real one. You don't care. Because you should have been doing all that out there, bro. You know that, too. You know it. But nah, like, he's a real one. Like, he need to get a first down. He riding for his boys. Like, literally riding for his boys. I'm a fan now. I'm going to be honest. Like, that's some real stuff right there.
But he dropped the shoulder.
So, yeah, like you said, mid-game, I didn't even... Did I watch it? I did watch it. I watched like 2 quarters. I'm sorry. And I told myself I wouldn't, but I knew I'd have to talk about it. So I was like, might as well. You know, we all have to do community service at some point. So ain't nothing new. Bears, Patriots, to wrap it up.
I watched not a second of this game. I was at the fair eating trap grapes covered in candy.
Okay.
Having a good time. I'm just being real. Plug in Trap Grapes. Shout out to Trap Grapes.
Yeah, I wasn't having a good time.
$12 for a bag of grapes, but it's gas. The what? What'd you say? Alright, we're gonna keep it pushing. Bears win 33-14, and the Patriots have a somewhat quarterback battle going on out there. It has been announced Mac Jones is starting this week, but they benched him after an interception, and then Bailey Zapp came on. Touchdown drive, but the Bears, man, win another game. Another team that I underestimated. Shouts out to the athleticism of Justin Fields, and hopefully they're able to figure out some more stuff. They just traded Robert Quinn, though, so I think they're embracing the tank, to be honest.
Okay, we're going to have to speed this up because your boy got to pee, but the Bears did a great job beating the Patriots on Monday Night Football, 33-14. Justin Fields had a great game on the ground, a little bit in the air. Mac Jones is mid. Bailey Zapp is decent. They need more weapons over there. They can't run the ball too well, but the Bears did have a good defense where they traded Robert Quinn to the Eagles, and that's all I have to say.
That's all we have to say. It's been NFL Week 7 highlights. I got the Bucks winning Thursday night.
You are sounding like an alien.
The price picks to win y'all money.
I got it.
The prize pick to win y'all money. Lamar rushing yards.
I'll see y'all boys.
And Mike Evans receiving yards. And Chris Godwin's receptions. Bye. Peace.
I would just like to apologize for being unprofessional in that moment. I just have a weaker bladder than most, and when I gotta go. I know you noticed me drinking water throughout the video. Just that 1 cup alone got it done in a span of 25 minutes. So I will do better. KickNPost family, keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Good night.